Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On first down, Dillon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Peyton. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Minnesota.
Hey, hold on. Hey, 382, let's 50. You gonna see me in your life, man.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
First. Set. Check three. Switch. Hey, steamer.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last in their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Minnesota.
Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, Eddie. Let me what you got. Eddie? What you got, Eddie? Give me some. Here we go. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, they got 48.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Check nickel. Shoot. Check 9. Gun.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Packers, nothing. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch 17. 17. Go. Cut. 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 Hold it. 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 Hold it.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's see what you got.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Yeah. 25, check 25, check 25. Quaker Omaha. Gun.
Following the interception, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check, crunch. Switch it, come on, switch it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Jake Kumaro. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run. Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Cousins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. $12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He'll swing this one out to Richard. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. From the gun, Love. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Love. Down there, open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play fake. Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashawn Gary in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Let's go, let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw on 3rd down. Love looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 81 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On the ground, it's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Leave it, 48.
Cousins now from the 50. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running it here with Peyton. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Ebron caught left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that's
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
First down. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Cousins. Eluding and the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Check safety, check safety. Two.
Out of his end zone, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You open 48. You got
Now a run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they